Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and I am excited today to share with you some new purchases that I got from Denver, and also always excited to share with you some ancients. And ancients are always among my favorite things to show off just because of the variety and the style and just stuff that a lot of y'all hadn't seen before, and just lovely things. This is a Corinthian stater silver with the Pegasus on it. And what I liked about this coin was the centering of the Pegasus was very good. And so lots of times with ancients, your centering can be all over the place. So as an example, the head's a little bit off center, but it's mostly there. Like sometimes you'll see them and the helmet's all gone. But really, if you look at like those little gentle areas by the rim where you can start to see blue up here in front of the helmet, and then also same thing on the inner workings of the wings. Some of that original luster is still in there that has little golden color to it. This is NGC graded extra fine, and a little bit over an $800 coin on that guy. And if you want to go straight into kind of a big hitter here as far as scarcity goes, you go with the guy named Augustus, a denarius from 27 BC to 14 AD. Super popular type here. These little marks here, that little mark there is a banker's mark. So think of like you would with some type of a counter punch that you would see on world coins. And this one's world coins that traveled to Asia, and they have all the marks on them, the Chinese chop marks. So this has the bull on one side, and really nice looking piece overall. The bull, once again, we talk about centering. The bull is mostly there, a little bit off center. And this is a coin that they call very fine. They note the banker's marks right there. And this is a coin that we have priced, I think, just under $700 on that guy. So if you want to get to one more that's very historical but a little bit more affordable, kind of a lower grade, this annex graded ancient is from Mark Antony. And so, it's got all kinds of stuff going on. Looks like it was dug up, but still, it's kind of a scarce piece. This trades for about $200. You can make out the full boat. You can make out the ant, A-N-T. You can almost make out the rest of the lettering down there all around the edge. But having the ship on there is pretty cool, and the bird on there is actually, the bird's very clear outside of all the little dirty stuff. That's a coin that in higher grade jumps up in value quite a bit. Moving to one of my favorite types, of course, is going to be any of the Electrum. So you'll be talking about coins that were made out of a mixture of gold and silver. So this one is the Isle of Lesbos from Mytilene. They're calling this just a VG, but one of my favorite things about this coin is it has two heads on it, and one of the heads is actually the Gorgon head. This kind of funny looking look here, the Gorgon head is actually what you or I would know usually as Medusa. But fun coin. I mean, I happen to still be pretty high on these as far as overall value goes. I just think a coin that is from 450 BC to be in that price point seems pretty reasonable. All right, Alexander III, 336 to 323 BC. This just says AE unit early posthumous issue. That means this is probably issued shortly after his death. Not many guys, I'm just trying to think if I know many guys in history that had so many coins produced for them after they died. Obviously, it was something that happened, but just it seems like a lot of his. So we're going to turn it this way so you can read the Greek here. See how clear the lettering is on that. And this also appears to have, I think that's a banker's mark on it, right in the middle. But, it's a $110 coin. Yeah, counter mark. Somebody marked that. Somebody broke that. Moving on to Alexander III lifetime issue. So the issues are a little bit different price points, oftentimes based on, of course, the different metal. Copper is the most common, or bronze, and then silver, and then gold. but also the issues from when he was alive versus the issues from when he was not alive vary in price. There's some good ancient work out there in on YouTube land that you can check out the history on these. But you know, if his legs, you see his legs are not crossing, that's one of the indicators on that. But there's so many different types and varieties that it's hard to, you know, it's not the type of thing that I can delve into on this. But this is a really pretty piece. It's actually an AU with a star, which I find to be pretty interesting. That obverse is actually Heracles, and the reverse is Zeus. Good strike and good surface quality. Really nice coin. Moving on to something that's a little bit more esoteric. This Sinope, S-I-N-O-P-E. Down with Sinope, you know me. So this is something here with one of the things that I like about ancient coins is you've got, you know, the look and depiction of what somebody would have been wearing. So I'm just focused on earrings like I do, and then also the headdress. You know, it's like a little reverse bun with a cloth holding the hair up, which I find really pretty interesting. This silver drachmas from the late 4th century BC, and the eagle dolphin on the back, which is a fun combination. This is I've got priced at $1,200. You know, in ancients, there's the grade on the holder, and then there's the eye appeal of the coin, the centering, the strike, all those things that really is in some ways the same way that U.S. coins trade. You know, if you really think about it, you know, a lot of that type of stuff, you're looking at the overall quality of the coin with the grade or without the grade. Thessaly Larissa, a trihemi-obol, 460 to 400 BC. Cool little silver piece. Man, I'm trying to think of what that seated picture is on the back. Somewhere in my brain, I've seen it before. But just a nice silver old coin slab, 90 bucks. So kind of a value play there for someone who wants to get into ancients and has been looking for something that's slabbed in less than $100. Here is, okay, so Myosia, you know, when I see double L's, I want to go Y because I'm raised in a culture that says that. Calatis, 3rd, 2nd century BC. And we have Heracles again on this. VF coin, and it looks like the other coin, but on the reverse here, little bit rough surface quality. I'm sure they called that out. You can see the Greek writing in the center there. But the reverse has a club, a bow, and a case and quiver. So it's got a lot of stuff going on there on the back. That's 175 on that guy. Oh, good. We got a secondary Electrum here. This is actually some of the earliest types from Lydia, 610 to 546 BC. So the obverse on these are kind of hard to make out. It is considered to be the depiction of a lion's paw. So the main paw point on the bottom center, and then the smaller paw points around it with an incuse punch on the back. And on that, you can really see how kind of cool the metal flow is on those little incuse punches. They call this one a choice VF. But really neat piece on that guy. All right. Oh, the Island of Rhodes. Check out this coin. That Sunburst helmet there is just sunbursting. A hemidrachm, this is 1.24 grams. Obverse Helos, reverse Rose, Helios, Helos. And really a nice looking piece. I mean, you saw the reflectivity there. There you go. I got it again. Yeah, that's a nice piece. They called it AU. Really nice. Once again, the eye appeal on that coin is, you know, I'm just going to say really nice, like on every coin, and you guys can tell me to stop. I'm not going to say it. I just want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. We'll just say that this coin from Cappadocia is a coin from Cappadocia. How's that sound? And you can see for your own eyes and describe it what you want. They called it that. These guys say something about it. And then the colonel also apparently owned the coin. And we'll let all the writing do all the talking on that one, because you don't need me to do all of the talking. Parthian Kingdom, XF, and the Parthian pieces are generally a lot less expensive. It's a little bit less collected area, in my opinion, than your major Roman and Greek types that most people collect. Little bit less known area for a lot of people who want to dabble into the Greek and Roman. You go for major types. Lots of times the Sasanian kingdom and the Parthian kingdom kind of get pushed off to the side. But this guy looks like a wise man to me. So, and same thing with the Selucid kingdom. On my C's or my C's D's. This one's cool with Antiochus VII, because it's just a very, very attractive piece overall. Big silver coin, 16 grams, and Athena holding Nike on the back. Hold me back. This is 425 in this guy. Athena holding Nike. Nike, also known as Mercury or Winged Liberty, but also, I'm not sure what she's holding on to with her backhand though, because that appears to be almost have a face inside of it, like she's holding someone's head. So that would indicate quite a very specific type of victory if that's what I'm seeing down there on that piece. Choice XF, yeah, 425. Pretty neat coin. I gotta stop saying that. Somebody stop me. Somebody get through these coins. Okay, I got some really, really beautiful pieces here. Of course, I love it when I can get an Athenian owl in. Choice AU, strike 5, surface 4. And really pretty piece. This is 900 on this guy. Always happy to see our friend the owl. As always, lovely, lovely coin with the extra thick holders. Yeah, I got to get onto I got 3 more coins with extra thick holders, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to show off some of those. So this one, they say a imitation series, possibly imitation series. I mean, it looks to me like it's the imitation series. So there were coins that were struck to circulate, but were not struck in the region where they were supposedly struck. And sometimes they have like really goofy looking faces. Like this isn't that goofy, and maybe that's why it says possible. It says imitative series with a question mark. Dionysus on the front and Heracles on the reverse. AU with a star, 5-5, and wings. It's got everything on there. The island of Thasos, 2nd to 1st century BC. But once again, all of these Greek pieces where you can really read all the lettering and words is pretty cool. There's the cornucopia there, and then the club there. Another thick holder here with Macedon or Macedonia under Rome. They actually also are calling this a possible Celtic imitation. Artemis with the shield and club. Here we go. You can just make out the word Macedonia right there. See that? The M-A-K-E-D-O-N-A. I know that's not actually the Greek. I'm just telling you right now, though. That's what it says. And the club is pretty cool. Another coin that's a high grade XF. The wings. I don't know the wing sticker, by the way. I know that they put stickers on things that they like. But I've never really. I don't know that it carries a lot of anything in the marketplace, except for the fact that they put them on coins that are nice. So this one has a really interesting look to it. The Katos head, and once again you talk about a coin that has toning to it, and a really, really wild incuse pattern on the back. Usually the incuse patterns you see on older coins, and sure enough, by older coins I usually mean something that's going to be 600, 500 into the 400 BC range, and that's exactly what this one is. AU, strike 4 and 5, surface 4 and 5. And I got two more of my favorites, one more fatty here, but first, one of my favorites, you're all turned into stone. There's another Gorgon's head. Really a cool piece. I really love these Gorgon pieces here. Anchor on the reverse with a, what is that? Is that a lobster? You know, I'm from the desert. Does it actually even say? Oh, look at that. Y'all, it's a crawfish or a crayfish, depending on where you're from. Ooh. We don't have them. We have crawdaddies here. A little bit different. Probably the same thing. 3 1/4 on that guy. That's a real pretty piece. But last but not least, this is actually a type that I don't think I've owned in 2 decades. So it's really for me a fun piece. 540 to 480 BC from Sicily, Salinas. This is a Selenon leaf, which actually is a type of celery. And talking earlier about some of these planchets being off or struck weird. What's fun though is on the back side, that dish and domed planchet, just how big it is. And then the incuse punch is like super strong on this piece. And it's dished and domed out on there. And I love looking at the metal on stuff like this. Just real pretty. XF, 3 of 5, 4 of 5. And the type of thing, I think we got this priced at $13.50, but the type of thing that you really rarely see this particular issue. So ending on a high note there. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.